Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for joining me on today's video. This is the card they're going to be making. Very simple, very basic, very easy. But before we get into that, just a reminder that Stampin' Up's online exclusives, that started March 1st. And this is just a brief overlay of some of the items that are being, some of the items being offered on this online exclusive. These are products that will never be in a Stampin' Up! Publication, a catalog, a mini catalog. Stampin' Up's thought process behind this is to bring you fresh, new product immediately and not wait to have it appear in a catalog. And also going on with the Irresistible Blooms bundle, which is a bundle featured in the online exclusives. I do have basically a stamps in the mail type of card program featuring the Irresistible Blooms bundle. So I have information regarding all of that at the bottom right underneath this video, and today is the last day to sign up for this card series. So please, after you watch the video, please take a look at that. So again, here is our card, and again, very basic, very, very simple. All of the measurements and the material used for this card will be listed below this video. So you just have 4 1/4 by 11. I think this is smoky gray granite cardstock. That's our card base. My designer series paper is the fancy floral. And the embossing folder is the stripes and splatters embossing folder. And this is the pool party ribbon. So I've got my gray granite ink pad. I'm going to stamp my greeting. The stamp is from the Happy Labels. And this is a bundle. In the mini catalog, it goes with a punch. I elected not to purchase the punch. I was going to use my dies for this. So I just ordered the stamp set. So this is the, just a note. Stamp is from the Happy Labels. And then I use my Stylish Shapes. Where is it? Here it is. The Stylish Shapes. I use one of the banner dies to cut the greeting out. So we're going to stamp this, hopefully. And all of a sudden that doesn't look straight. Okay, we'll see what it looks like, because there's 2 sides to cardstock. Oh, I like that. Looks okay. All right, close this up. I don't stick my fingers in it. Just going to move this off to the side. We'll die cut that in just a minute. And I'm going to bring in my basic white cardstock, and I was going to put my adhesive on here first, so you wouldn't have to sit and watch me do that. But then it's like, really doesn't show you the process of. Okay, I've kind of eyeballed those. Those are kind of like where I want them. So, and I'm just not noticing these 2 look. Oh, they are just a smidge too much. And when I say smidge, I mean smidge. So let's see if I can take care of that. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I just happened to notice that they looked a little bit different size. Okay, that's better. And when I said I needed to take just a smidge, that's a smidge. That's what I had to take off of it. And this one looks a little same way. Well, it was just one of those days cutting cardstock and designer series paper. Just a little. Oh, that one still seems like both sides are a little off. So let's see. Okay, better. And this one still has a little let's see. All right, good. And this is the only one I didn't cut, so of course, but I still think it's, yeah, we're good. So I've got these placed out where I want them. So while they're in place, I'm going to put my adhesive on the back of my Designer Series paper. And honestly, for this Designer Series paper on this, I just had scrap pieces. When my 6x6 paper, I have a little holder on my work desk. So where is this fancy floral? So I just have a little, actually a paper holder I made. So I cut the white backing. I have a label. I label it and I put all of the coordinating colors. I just list them right here. That way I don't always have to keep flipping this over. But then anytime I cut my 6x6 paper, I just have a clear plastic sleeve and I just throw all the scraps in there. It doesn't matter what size. I might use it, I might not, but I have everything right there. So I, for this, pulled out a scrap of DSP, found one that was the size I needed to get 4 little squares out of there, and that's what I did with this card. So again, I'm letting my Designer Series paper do the work for me, and I'm actually just using scraps. Oh, and one other thing with this card versus this one. This one was made at a January card buffet class. All of the Designer Series paper was mounted onto a piece of basic white cardstock. I didn't do that. I skipped that on this one. I just put it right onto the white that was embossed with the embossing folder. Now we have to cut out our greeting, and I have my Stampin' Cup Mini here off to the side. That horrendous noise you heard was me opening up the die cut machine. So let's get this on place. What I'm gonna do is just do this. All right, I know I want the bow on that corner. So again, play with your dies. Okay, this is pretty much centered, right? But I know I want a bow over here, and I know that bow is going to take up some space on here. So I am moving my die cut over to where, no, that's not in the center, but it's going to be fine for what I want to do, because I know the space is going to be covered with my bow. And I'm just putting a piece of tape on here just to hold that while I run it through to make sure, or hope, and make sure it doesn't shift on me. Die. Crank that through. Get that out of the way. My plates out of the way. Pop my greeting out of there. Set my die over there so I don't lose that. This is going to go up on dimensionals, and you can use mini. I'm going to use mini dimensionals for this because I'm afraid I won't be able to line the regular size dimensionals. That I won't be able to line those up right, and I might have some hanging off. So no sense to stress myself over it. Just use mini dimensionals. Okay, place this right about there. I have a bow made. I've already made a bow. I've got it attached to a glue dot. So I'm just gonna pull that up. Attach my bow. Here's my snips. Trim off the edges. Now let's just try. I shouldn't have done this. Once I start trimming these tails, it's like trimming bangs. I just never know when to stop. Okay, that one's more straight, so now I gotta make this one more straight. Should have just left it alone. Okay, so there we go. That's it. That's a basic, very simple, very easy card for today. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you stopping by. Have a wonderful day. Bye.